Hey guys, it's MugenLord here, and it looks like we've been hit with yet again some more JRPG greatness. I've just been noticing a trend that's been going on for the past couple of months with some of these Japanese developers who once worked at some of these mega corporations that we all grew up to know and love. And they've been leaving and starting their own indie studios to create some of their passion projects. And we've been seeing it for the past couple of years now. We have seen it with Keiji Inafune with Mighty No. 9. We also seen the developer behind the Shenmue series start their own and continue on with Shenmue. And we've been seeing a ton of them that's been going on. But more in particular, I wanted to make this video is because just a couple of days ago, the creator of Wild Arms had decided to pretty much formulate a Kickstarter to create a spiritual successor to the series. And not only just the creator of Wild Arms, but also the creator of Shadow Hearts had got together to create a double package Kickstarter, starting off with the Wild Arms successor called Arm Fantasia. And I'm really excited to see this, and hopefully we'll start to see more Japanese developers begin to do this once more. It's because if you notice that when it comes to Japanese developed games, you don't really see most of the time. They either stay in Japan, or now a lot of these Japanese developers such as Square Enix, Capcom, and many others have pretty much turned their back from their Japanese roots and more so focus on what I would say the Western market. And a lot of their games are more catered to the Western side of the world, even down to their art design and everything. They're starting to lose some of that Japanese aesthetics. And a lot of Japanese developers who've been working on these games for years has been noticing that themselves and have been leaving the studio to start their own and continue on with some of their favorite dream projects, and I really appreciate that. So what is Arm Fantasia? Well, Arm Fantasia tells a dramatic story that unfolds in a world hurtling towards destructions, and players take the role of a group of pathfinders and with trusted arms in hand. And I love the fact that they keep in the name consistency, arms, to pretty much embark on a perilous journey across the world. Now, the thing is, what I enjoy most about this is that they're really pushing emphasis on traditional gameplay found in the early 90s when it comes to JRPGs. And what I mean by that is they're going to feature a gigantic world map, something that's been missing with most modern JRPGs of today. And I said it before, I've been complaining about it. Even when I talked about the Tales series had lost a big overworld map, and that was some of my biggest issues even with Tales of Arise, besides other factors with that game. And of course also Star Ocean has lost that overview map as well. And this is something that they've been touting in this project, because they said with this they'll be featuring a gigantic world map. Players will race, leap, solve puzzles, and feel the momentum of crossing the land, sea, and air in high-speed vehicles as they explore and follow the story. The world map of Arm Fantasia will be packed with things for players to do, rendered with a unique look not seen in other titles. So it seems like they want to push the envelope when it comes to the world map, and I really dig that and appreciate that. And another game series that I appreciate of them including the world map is also Ni no Kuni, especially Ni no Kuni 2. I was not expecting to see an overworld map in that game at all, and it just took me by surprise. I was like, oh wow. It kind of just took me back to the early 90s in the early 2000s with the world map, and I was like, yes, we definitely need this. And I think it gives players more room to be able to create the environments that they want to create, opposed to making these big massive open world games where inconsistency tends to happen, or just you create this open world where it's just empty and nothing to do. So to bring back a world map, I really appreciate that. And not only that, they said dungeon exploration will focus on utilizing each party member's unique gadgets, and this is something that the Wild Arms series is known for. In Wild Arms, where you take control over 3 different characters or more characters, and each character has their own special ability, which allows you to pretty much essentially navigate the many different dungeons and towns, and even on a world map be able to utilize some of these techniques. And it seems as though with this game they'll be utilizing different gadgets to allow you to be able to traverse and solve puzzles, which is pretty much paying homage to the original series, which is Wild Arms. So I do appreciate that they are keeping that intact, because sometimes, man, Wild Arms has some of the nuttiest, and I mean in a good way, puzzles that really racks your brains at times, especially the very first game. It's me growing up as a kid playing the original Wild Arms. And of course, something that really caught my attention, battles in ARM Fantasia will be turn-based, but maintain a quick tempo. And that's what I noticed from the trailer itself. It seemed like this game is going to be a active turn-based, where the actions is constantly keep moving while you're making decisions. So it also will be able to allow to bring in players who play action RPGs or action-based games. They'll be able to play this game and still get that similar feel, that similar rush and adrenaline of making hard decisions while everything are happening on the screen at once. And it has a cross-order tactic system, which pretty much is like any other modern RPG, where it has the actual turntable where you actually see what enemies or what party member turn is up next, so you'll be able to plot out moves accordingly, which is also pretty cool. Then you have force breaks, which also interrupt party members' turns, and I think that's the best part of when you have those turn-based type role-playing games, where you have moves that actually impact the priority in which the players or the enemies themselves appear when it comes to taking their turn. And that's pretty cool. And also, as far as the plot is concerned, the 3 main characters are also called arms, and now they are called pathfinders, and they have this device called arms, or weapons called arms, which is an acronym for Aether Reaction Maximizer, and is a weaponry to dispose anomalies that ravage the land. I think that's pretty cool, and I'm really looking forward to this. They have their Kickstarter up, and I'm praying for its success, and I most likely will go in, and it'll be my first Kickstarter that I will back, because I really want to see this come to fruition. Now, as far as Shadow Hearts is concerned, they don't really have any gameplay or anything of the sort because of ARM Fantasia, the first project they come up. But most certainly, I will be covering Penny Blood, which is the successor to Shadow Hearts, whenever some details will pop up for the game. But that pretty much wraps up this video. I definitely want to hear your thoughts in the comment sections below. What do you think about the spiritual successor of Wild Arms, which is called ARM Fantasia? Are you looking forward to it? Have you played a Wild Arms game? And if so, which of the 5 Wild Arms games happen to be one of your favorites? Definitely your thoughts in the comment section below. If you liked the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also click that bell to be notified for more JRPG news in the near future. This is MugenLord signing off. I'll see you Game Fiends later. Peace out.